Hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken. Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, yes, subscribe. I hope you liked that little skit in the beginning. I've been liking doing those a lot, so yeah. But anywho, we're going to talk about the Barbie movie. Came out last year, but it just got on streaming, so I wanted to watch it again. But yeah, so we're going to talk about it. And yeah, grab your snacks and let's get into the video. So, when I rewatched this movie, it made me like so happy. And what I mean by that is that I had a wonderful time watching it. And I didn't feel like, I don't know, it just brought excitement within me, like my inner child, but it brought excitement within my adult self. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm pulling up my notes, but it just brought so much like happiness. Cause it's like, before I get to my notes, I'll say it, but like, anywho, when you looked at this press run, I'm gonna put photos and stuff up later, but when you got into this post run, it was epic. Like, it's just, everybody was into character. Margot, I think her name was Margot or Margaret, but she just to play Barbie. She just morphed into the character so effortlessly. Ryan Gosling, who played Ken, he did as well in like America, like all of them. You know what I'm saying? They all, like, when they were doing this press run before the shut down the strike, they all was into character. And I think I liked that because they brought you into the universe of Barbie before you watching the Barbie, like the Barbie movie. And it's like, it got you prepared, my neighbors, but it got you prepared to where it, like, oh, I'm like excited to see this movie now. Like, you know, because the trailer came out, I think, April. So it's like, they, like, really, since then, they really made you like, I gotta go see this movie. And it showed within the box office, 1 billion. They hit 1 billion. So it's like, it shows you like, all of this press really made you like, okay, I gotta go see this movie. Like, I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it. And yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that. Like, they did an amazing job with that. I need my water. Oh, hold on. Okay. I also want to say free Sudan, free Palestine, free Yemen, free Hawaii, and free Congo. I wanted to say that. But yeah. When I was watching this movie, I just noticed like it was so much color within a Barbie land, right? You noticed it, right? So much color. But when she got to the real world, it was color, but it wasn't color. Especially when she went to the school, when she saw Sasha. If you noticed it, all the kids wore black. They wore black, some of them wore gray, some of them wore blue. It was no color. No color. Like, no color at all. And I didn't notice that when I watched it the first time. But when I sat out, that's why I'm so glad for like streaming for that. Because I can be able to pause, but also buy your physical media. We'll be buying this physical DVD. But I got to analyze the scene. And I'm like, wait a sec. Sasha and her friends wearing all like black, and then the other kids wore it, and then the guy was wearing a blue one. And I'm looking like, wait a sec, where is the color? And it's like, when Barbie came to them at the table, she was full of color, like full of pink. She was wearing pink, everything pink. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know if they were trying to do that with Ken, but Ken was wearing, I think he was wearing black. Because remember, he started to learn about the patriarchy. He was turning like into a man. He turned like a man. And he went to Barbie Land and everything just turned it so white, black. You know what I'm saying? The so like dual. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just got me thinking like, wow. Like, but then the movie is like, cause when Sasha and the mom, America, I'm saying America, when it got to Barbie Land, it was so like, wow, like the color, like, and stuff like that, like, oh my gosh. And then when Barbie shut it down and then they left and then it came back to Barbie Land, she like brought her her imagination came back. You get what I'm saying? And it's like her imagination came back, Sasha. And it's like she believed it with her mom, because her mom, also I want to talk about that as well. Her mom loved the dolls and stuff like that because of Sasha and stuff like that, but she didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Barbie, in the beginning, she thought Sasha was the one who had the dolls, when in reality it was the mama. That's why I said this is a great movie for inner child, especially those who are an adult, you know, who are in, like, healing their inner child. This is a perfect movie for that, because it showed you, like, it brought back that imagination within her, but it brought that imagination within her daughter. Because at the end of the movie, you saw she was wearing that pink top. She was not wearing that. In Barbie Land, also, she went into Barbie Land, she was not wearing no color. She was wearing black. When she was in Barbie Land, it was color. But then when she got out of Barbie Land, she still was wearing, I think she was wearing like a black, because if she was in the car when they dropped the Barbie off at work, she was wearing like a, I think like a pink tank. Yeah, like a pink tank. But she wasn't wearing that before. So it's like, I think like somehow it brought Sasha back to her imagination, but it brought like, you know how back in the day, how the movies were so black and white before they switched it to color. That's how the movie kind of made me feel, like it felt like. It's like Barbie Land was like the colored movies, you know, stuff like that. Before gray, you know how back in the day it was like gray and white and stuff like that. It's like boom, bubblegum pop. But you know, I think I'm talking in circles, but yeah, it just brought out the color within, you know, the real world. You know, yeah. I feel like I'm talking in circles, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. I also want to talk about the opening scene. So within the opening scene, the Barbie, she was super tall, right? But within the opening scene, the little girls, they were playing with the dolls, right? And that's how the world is. And it's like, that scene, thank God, like I can be able to pause and stop. I was analyzing it. It was like, yes, why is it that we train these little girls and stuff like that? Oh, you gotta play with Barbie, you know, nothing wrong with Barbie, but like, you gotta play with these baby dolls, you gotta be a mother. And it's like, you gotta play house and you gotta have a stroller and, you know, nothing wrong with like the toy stuff, you know. But it's like, why are we training them to be mothers when the boys are not playing with that? Why is it that these boys get to be able to play with these action figures, these wrestlers and the military stuff and whatever? It's like play with cars and stuff like that. Train these little girls in the back. You need to be playing with these Barbie dolls because you need to be a fit mother. You know, and I don't like, and I'm glad that it touched that within the Barbie movie. And that's also why a lot of people don't like the movie, because of that. And I don't care about that. But that really would have stood out to me for that, because it's like, that's not fair. Boys need to be playing with baby dolls as well. I'm not saying train them as like to be, but it's like they need to be playing with it also. That's not fair that the woman have to do everything. This is not right. And I'm glad that the Barbie movie would then show that, because that's really what Barbie is about anyway. To show like, no, I'm not gonna just sit here and play with baby dolls and you try to make me a mother at 7 years old. Like, no, I want to have a career when I grow up. I want to be an actress, an actor, a singer, a songwriter. I want to be an astronaut and stuff like that. That's what Barbie is about. And I'm glad that it showed that, because it's like, you know? So, yeah, I'm glad they showed that within that, because when the next generation, because people are going to be watching it more and more and more. They already watched it before, but it's like showing kids like, yes, you can have a career. You don't have to do this mommy stuff, you know? Like, no, you can be an astronaut, you can be a singer, etc. when you want to grow up. Because why can't boys have that? Why can they have the career and the girls can't? You know? Yeah. Anywho, that's what I want to talk about. Brian and Margot. I don't know if I'm saying her name wrong. I'm so sorry if you're watching this, but they did an amazing job being Barbie and Ken. And also, we'll talk about that. Within the end, when she, like, everybody realized, you know, ending, right? Where Ken felt like he couldn't, like, because in the movie, he always felt like he needed Barbie's approval. Barbie always been independent. And I liked it how Barbie when she became back her, she took her power back. She showed Ken like, babe, you could be independent as well. Like, you don't always need me. You know what I'm saying? Because let's talk about that as well. Oh, yes, I think this is the last thing I'm talking about. Oh, it's just so much, just so much. I can like talk for hours about this movie. She taught Ken like, babe, you don't need me. Like, you really don't. Like, and I don't need you. And it's like, I'm glad that she taught Ken like, babe, you need to be independent. You need to get out of my bird's nest. You don't need my acceptance. You don't need to like, because he always like felt like he was pleasing Barbie. And Barbie's like, move out my way. Like, I don't need you. I got me. And I loved that. And it's like, it really made him like reality check, like, wow, I really don't need you as I thought. And I loved how they portrayed that, like they showed that within the movie. Like, this movie is so good. This movie is so good. It's so good. So now I'm gonna do my favorite looks from the Barbie movie. Yeah. So I want to start off with this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think it was in the opening scene where put it right here, where she's wearing this work outfit with like this gem, like red ruby, like blue pendant within her jacket. Yeah, because she's wearing a skirt. But this look right here, I love this look, and I wish. Also, I want to talk about this. I'm gonna talk about it in another one. Why wasn't this a doll? Maytel. Oh, sorry. Why wasn't this a doll? Because this outfit is iconic. When I saw this, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. But why wasn't this a line? I mean, it still got time, but where is it? Like, I really, like, this is pretty. Like, I really like it, but anywho, enough of that. I really, really like this look because of the, it's like, I think it's a pendant with the, like, the red ruby pendant. I really, really like it. I think it's very, very cute. I liked it with her earrings as well. Just gives so much business, Barbie, and I like it. If she was in business anyway, just love it so much. And also her nails, like, that's also what I liked it as well with the Barbie movie. She was so Barbie because Barbies don't have, like, they have nails, but they don't have, like, you know, long nails, etc. They don't have that. And I loved how they, like, portrayed that within the movie. But yeah, it's one of my favorite looks. Also like this snow look right here, her and Ken. She has one as well with Sasha and America. That's one of my favorite looks as well. I wish this was a doll as well. The snow, where it was going through the snow, was going to Barbie Land, and it was going to the real world. Love this look. Loved it. Snowsuits, loved it. Ugh. 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 If they sold it, I would buy it. Like, immediately. I want to talk about this Chanel look. This all pink look with the Chanel, put it up, with the Chanel necklace. Also, this should have been a doll as well. This look is so fabulous. I love this look. I just love the necklace. Like, it just was so elegant and so clean. Like, the costume designing within this movie was so good. They portrayed Barbie so well. Everybody who worked it on this film, they did their job. They really, really, like, they studied Barbie down because these looks is so Barbie. I also liked that this Chanel heart bag. Loved it. I don't know why Chanel and Barbie didn't collab. That would have been iconic, but they should have collabed. That would have been iconic. Them rich people would have bought it. They would have bought it. They would have bought it. But yeah, that's one of my favorite looks. I think I also loved the roller skate look. Put that one up. Loved the roller skate look. What they were wearing, Ken and Barbie. Loved it. I don't rollerblade, but when I watched that scene, it made me want to rollerblade. So, what does that tell you? This movie will literally go down in history as one of the best movies of the 2020s decade. Like, of the 20s decade period. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I really am. I'm being very, very honest. It will go down in history as one of the best movies in this decade. But yeah. I'm trying to see what else I want to talk about before I end the video. Oh, I have my Vogue magazine. Oh, here we go. Right here. I want to show this as well before I close it off. Look at this, look at this. Oh, Barbie down, Barbie down. Also, oh, look, so pretty. I also want to show some of my Barbie looks before I end the video. So I'm gonna let that play. Show some of my looks. I wore a tank with a Barbie embroidery, and then I wore these shades, and then I wore a veil and like Barbie jean pants. I wore it to the movies. I didn't wear the veil, I took that off, but I wore that to the movies when it came out. What else I want to say? You seeing it? Okay. Okay, last thing I want to talk about. America deserves an Emmy for when they were at the weird house where Barbie was crying, right? And like stuff like that, and how America stood up and talked about some real stuff, you know. I was trying to see what I took from it. Like she said she was like tired of trying to please people, like trying to become someone who isn't like, she just doesn't want to become the person that people try to make her as, you know. And she talked a lot about how like, ooh, you know, yes, have kids, but if you talk too much about your kids, you're doing too much. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what she was talking about. Like, oh, if you like bought this magazine and you're talking about it, or you're doing too much because somebody else, you know, stuff like that. Like she's talking a lot about that, and it's like she just had enough of that. She just had enough of like, you know what, I'm gonna do me. If I want to talk about my kids all day, I'm gonna do it. If I want to sit here and talk about this magazine all day, I'm gonna do it. If I want to talk about the clothes I'm wearing all day, I'm gonna do it. You cannot tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? And she just got tired of the like that people pleasing. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to become what people, you know how people, especially people in America, how they be like, you gotta be this way, you gotta do this and do that. They was teaching you that in the beginning within the movie, how they was making them little girls play with the Barbie doll, with the baby dolls, making them not have careers, teaching them how to be mothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm no longer one to do that. That's also one thing before I close the movie, close this video. They just, you didn't get it in the beginning, but they brought it back within the ending. And I loved that. But yeah, America deserves an Oscar awards for that scene alone. Period. But yeah, let me know what you think about the Barbie movie, and peace out. And yeah, love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Also, I want to talk about the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. Speed Drive, Barbie World, Barbie World, Speed Drive, Angel, top 3 from the soundtrack. And then when I finished the movie, when I finished watching it, right, I don't know what it was, but it was on loop. I was playing Speed Drive on loop, okay? When I finished that movie, I was playing on a loop. That soundtrack, even Hey Blondie is good. That soundtrack, that's why I said this whole movie, they did an amazing job. Everybody, the directors, everybody, they did an amazing job. Thank you, because it's like, it shows within the soundtrack, it shows within the film. Like, bravo to y'all, bravo to y'all.